September. Long ball forward this time is met comfortably by Gaspar. Cameroon though dominating early possession. Now getting right behind them down the line from Jackson Chapchua, the 24-year-old Wolverhampton Wanderers man. Here's Castelletto. Done. All the way to the line, and a decent ball that is met by Hugo Marquez. Angola finally managed to make it across the halfway line. They start off in 4th place, 11 points from their 9 matches so far. Just the 2 wins. Not so much the defeats that have hurt their campaign, it's the draws, 5 of them. Awful lot of drop points, missed opportunities. And it's the reason why they will have to now think of the next campaign. Bueno. Not the smoothest of pitches. You can see the way the ball is bobbling around, but playing the ball on the ground here is not going to be the easiest. Forward by Carmo, who plays for Real Oviedo in Spain. He's on loan there for this season. Backwards on Vico, Young all the way through. Well, there was only one man in the middle. George, Kevin, and Kudu. Another man who scored in that 3-0 win against Eswatini. Been a ding-dong battle between Cameroon and Cape Verde. Cameroon succumbing to the islanders from the Atlantic Ocean. In the second game of the last window, just 1-0 was enough to upset the apple cart. But then the apple cart was then upset again. We find ourselves right back here. Cape Verde's draw against Libya is what has allowed Cameroon in with a sniff of a chance to come back. Cape Verde and Cameroon with just 1 defeat each in this qualifying campaign. Pacing up and down in t-shirt and jeans as Angola attack inside. Early days, 5 minutes gone, 0-0 here, as indeed it is in all of the other games as well in the group. We will let you know when the goals start going in elsewhere. Luvumbu not too happy with the attention that he was getting. He plays in Italy, in Cagliari. Vito Luvumbu. You can see the way that ball is bumping over. It's difficult. Interesting to see Patrice Bromel saying, can he go and get the ball and return it? The big thing here is a little bit like for Burkina Faso yesterday. Cameroon have to remain patient. It took a long time for Burkina Faso, who were second in Group A, to really get going. Up against Ethiopia. And they eventually got the win they needed. They didn't have a chance though to go top. That was already comfortably taken by Egypt. So the ambitions are slightly different here for Cameroon. They do have a chance here to win the group and put their place in the World Cup automatically. But it does depend on a rather unlikely loss for the leaders, Cape Verde, up against the bottom side. Third against Eswatini, bottom of the group. Without a single win, they're the only team in Group D not to have tasted victory. 6 defeats, the same as Mauritius in 5th. Here comes Cameroon once more. Too many defenders. Oh, that was risky. A few comments coming around the ground there of whether that might have been a penalty. Jackson Chachua has been getting down that right flank very easily, but it was the man in the middle, Eta Eyong, who went down, and he wasn't alone. Some praying, some demanding, some filming. Everybody hoping. Castelletto. Former Dortmund man now plays in the Far East, not in the Middle East, and he's managed to get a goal kick out of that, although it was a little bit touch and go there with Chico Banza chasing him down. Egyptian-based forward is the 26-year-old Chico Banza. And scored a couple of goals for Zamalek this season. It's been a while though since he scored for the national team. Buemo coming under physical challenge there from Banza. He was never one to hold back from the challenge of trying to get the ball back. But free kick given. Cameroon looking long. Chachua never going to get near him. Header on by Maestro. We'll fall back there on the shirt of Franca Grisa, the 29-year-old Napoli midfielder. Actually scored the last time he played for his club in Serie A against Genoa, that earned them a 2-1 win. Minutes gone here though, no hint of a goal yet. Looking into it, and Grisa got it back once more. Goes out to the other fullback, Nagida. Oh, that's skewed rather badly off the foot of Benny. Cameroon 0, Angola 0. All square at the moment, no change in the group. From Buemo, that's cut out by Ticanero, 29-year-old man who plays in Morocco, which is where the Africa Cup of Nations will take place in December. Another one of those that will take their place. They're in a group with Egypt, South Africa and Zimbabwe. Once they've taken their minds off of what is ultimately a failed World Cup qualifying campaign. evidently. They're in a tough group with the likes of Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Gabon, Mozambique making up the quartet in Group F. They will be hoping that by the time they start that competition, they will be in a group for the World Cup next summer. Anguissa, Mbuema goes up for it, but so too does the centre-back Gaspar. And it's Benny who's gone down to earn the free kick for Angola, the man who plays for Guimarães, the midfielder. He's 23 years old. Spent his time being in and out of the Guimarães side. And to say the same thing as well for his time with the national side too. Having a word with Gaspar about exactly what went down there just a moment ago. I think he's apologising to the Angola midfielder. Well, over the years we've seen not those fans particularly, but fans who look like them, gracing and animating the World Cup through the years. Now Mark Brace is trying to take the latest generation. He's known for his pragmatic style and has leaned on veteran leadership and solid defensive values. So that everything has been plain sailing, but you always hope that you've got a chance coming into a final game. They have two chances for qualifying at the moment. They would rather take the first one because it would involve only this game. Otherwise they're going to have to take on some semi-finals and then a Confederation playoff as well if they come through the African playoffs. It would be an historic qualification for the world top table. At the moment, still 0-0. There is Prayer. They're a minute further in their game than this one. It wasn't a bad attempt to get forward, but it's been intercepted. Cameroon have it back. Anguissa. Coming up to 15 minutes on the clock here in Yaoundé. Still Cameroon 0, Angola 0. It's been a patient start from Cameroon. They've dominated possession and territory, but they haven't really created anything as yet. And so far, the Angolan goalkeeper Hugo Marquez has been untroubled. Back in the side today after being on the bench against Eswatini. When Neblu came in and was between the 6 and a 2-2 draw. In the end it goes all the way back to Anana. Manchester United, but on loan at Trabzonspor in Turkey this season, so not playing with Mbuema, who's further up the pitch for Cameroon today. The graduates from the much fabled Ajax Amsterdam Academy. Header down by Maestro. Nicely taken by Banza. He's got Chachua racing with him. Good tackle by Castelletto. Only goes back as far as Tecanero though. Now Benny. little bit of movement here from Angola, spread out wide by Gaspar. It'll be a free kick though. FIFA World Cup is getting a little too aggressive. Good covering though by Nagida, who plays for Ren. He plays it more often than not, plays on the bench or comes on for a cameo role at the moment. 20 years old and developing his career, having come through the Ren Academy. He's going to be busy again here because he's being attacked by the same player. These are Lavumbo trying to cut back inside, he's done well. And well, that was an ambitious shot by Benny from well outside the area, and all he succeeded in doing was launching it into the backfield. Still, it's a shot. We haven't had too many so far. There's Abuemo. Nice ball down the line, and it's picked up by Eta Young. It'll be a throw-in. Abuemo will leave it for Chachua. Castelletto. He's it into Nuru, his centre-back partner. Anguissa feeds it forward from midfield, and a little turn towards goal by Baleba. 21-year-old Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder. Unfortunately, he runs it into touch, and it will be a throw-in to the away side. Played 75 minutes of the game against Mauritius. Last time out that Cameroon won. Goals coming from Angola and Abuemo. That took him to 4 goals for the campaign, the same as the legendary Abubakar. He's without a club at the moment, and even though he's a spiritual leader, he's on the bench tonight. Cameroon trying to find the first goal. It's a little bit overhit though, and Abuemo will race to try and keep it in, and he can't quite do it. Just slightly further forward. Got no change anywhere at the moment. Almost a little bit like the calm before the storm. There's a lovely little piece of skill there from the centre-back Nuhu. Started off their campaign with a good 3-0 win over Mauritius, but then drew away Libya in Benghazi. 20 minutes gone here, and it's still 0-0 against Angola. 1-1 in the return leg, an own goal by Engado Ganji. Abuemo scoring the opener in that game, but it didn't last. Angola on the attack here through Benny. Benny going all the way to the line, and it's well cut out. There'll be a corner to the away side. Good covering by Chachua. But now they'll have to concentrate, and Anana will know that. The seasons at Manchester United for Anana. Never really won over the fans. Benny seems to be on his haunches at the edge of the box. Meanwhile, Tristan is deep in conversation. He started a 2-year deal ahead of the upcoming African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Normally coached MC Alger in the CAF Champions League last season. Back in the national side. Looks like Benny is okay. Or are they going to take him off? Well, Benny doesn't seem to want to come off, but he might be overruled here. He's saying, no, don't worry, I'll be fine. There's a lot of shaking of heads going on. Meanwhile, the corner will take place without him. In by Maestro, not the best delivery. More likely to hit the player who's off rather than go towards the goal, that one. And they're still arguing about whether or not he's going to be allowed back onto the pitch. They are trying to drag him away. The 10 men of Angola are taking on without him. Here's Freddy. Captain's ball is a better one. There's Maestro. A little bit of period of defence here for Cameroon, who started off as group favourites, but Cape Verde have become a force to be reckoned with in recent years. And not just in this FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign. But Benny is not going to come back despite his protest. Caliano is going to come on for Benny, a 22-year-old man who plays for Akhmat Grozny in Russia. Meanwhile, Freddy is giving away a free kick. And the rather disconsolate Benny goes to the bench. So then, Manuel Caliano comes on for his third appearance in World Cup qualifying. Been an international on and off since 2022. And he comes on here and been given an unexpectedly long amount of time to impress the new coach. Meanwhile, there's another Angolan player down, and they're nursing. The usual place to nurse is sort of halfway up from the ankle to the knee. Last night as well, several Ethiopian players going down in the early part of their match against Burkina Faso. This part brings a chance to give a bit more advice. And then they're all set for the free kick. The whistling going on from our referee, Mr. Funanganda from Benin. Under ready. He looks like he's about to start a sprint as well. Into the box. So then here we go. Free kick away. Almost up to the half hour. The first shot at goal is a header that comes from the centre back, Lulu. He didn't quite get enough on that. Does have one goal already in the World Cup qualifying campaign, but that one straight at the goalkeeper. He scores another, he'll be worth a lot more. Freddie trying to get onto it, but beaten to it by Effort Young. Angola do manage to recover possession, and the centre forward is getting involved in midfield several times there, trying to win the ball back. A lot of noise. Doesn't matter. Is the man who takes the resulting throw-in. First season at Lyon, having arrived there from Club Brugge. Become quite immediately an important part of Olympique Lyonnais as they try to rebuild once more. Here's a Kudu. Good tackle by Gaspar. However, they're going to have to get back because Cameroon might want to take it quickly, and they do. Not a long throw though. Anguissa in field. Very fine. A teammate. Back by Chachua. Into the path of Castelletto. Nuhu. Did think about coming forward, but then suddenly changed his mind. Back from Valeda. Castelletto. Not the easiest to play this kind of fast passing on this kind of a pitch. Oh, that's a good challenge coming in. Then from Banza. However, here comes Buema, but he got done by the pitch there. That's what that inconsistent bounce I was talking about. Maestro does really well. Gets away from one challenge. However, he's still having to be vigilant with Valeba, trying to take the ball from him. That'll be a free kick. It's the movement by the two Cameroonian defenders results in a set piece for Angola. Oh, the straight look from Nkudu. He and Nagida creating a bit of a nutcracker sweep there. The game feels very similar to the Burkina Faso one last night. We're also fighting to get into one of those 4 best second place spots. It will take you into the semi-finals of the African Zone semi. No goals anywhere at the moment. So it's as you were in Group D. Cameroon still 2 points behind Cape Verde. In comes Angola's free kick, way too much on that. Minutes gone, half an hour on the clock. Cameroon 0, Angola 0. This is not what they need. Cameroon in matches against the top 5 in the group. Means that they were hanging on to the 4th of those best runner-up slots. Why we are all playing like that is because of the withdrawal of Eritrea from Group E. Pushed away by Ita and Yong. He's very active defensively in this first 45 minutes. It's going to be a free kick though to Angola. Hey Carrero takes it short and finds his captain Freddie. There again, doesn't matter finding the pitch, getting the better of him. Those are not sides the pitch inside the old Groupama Stadium. It's been renamed this season for a different sponsor. Still magnificent though. Fans there, every bit as demanding as the ones who are watching the national side here in Yaoundé. Nuhu, Castelletto trying to build from the back here, Cameroon. Castelletto just taking a little too long to decide what he's going to do. It's grateful that Clinton Mapper posted out. excuse me, it was Mabalulu. Ali Tripoli forward, vastly experienced, wasn't involved in the September internationals. Good tackle by Chachua, getting that away from Mabalulu. One thing you could say about Cameroon with their starter players that they do know this pitch rather well, so they are a team that likes to play the ball on the ground. Might be a little bit surprising bearing in mind the state of the pitch. Castelletto forward again, Buemo. Trying to get the better of Canero. Well recovered by Anguissa. Castelletto will start again. Buemo goes down, but has earned a free kick to his side. Not too much contact there from the player, but to bring the free kick nonetheless. Taken short again. Chachua looking for Buemo. Again, not easy. Keep that ball under control on this pitch out by the sideline. Just over 10 minutes to go until the break. Canero looking for the ball forward. Anguissa, good tackle. In the back of Kellyano, who came on when Benny had to go off. I can only assume that was a head injury that made his team insist that he didn't come back. Buemo is being tapped here. They take Canero, and the referee's going to come across to see if he's all right. Well, it was a straight arm to start with. He'll be fine. 10 minutes to go till the break here in Yaoundé. Cameroon 0, Angola 0. It is a game that hasn't really caught fire yet. Just the one chance for Cameroon in the game so far, headed by the centre-back Nuhu, that went straight at the goalkeeper Marquez. Angola had a shot at goal, but it went nearly hitting the floodlights at the back of the net, so that's where we are now. The state of play is golden. It's a young manager to get that back, almost played a 1-2 to himself, and he's got himself a free kick and a chance to deliver a free kick into the box as we approach half-time. That wasn't the best tackle, was it, by the substitute Kellyano? Absolutely thumped it through. Somewhat inexperienced in his career at the age of 22. So then, Buemo is going to take the resulting free kick. He's been involved in goals in his last two appearances for Manchester United and for Cameroon. Can he get involved here? With 8.5 minutes to go until the break. In a game that Cameroon have to win. In he comes from Buemo. A little bit too long. Oh, the goalkeeper came forward and missed it completely. Castelletto was the man at the back post. That could have been interesting. It's been a long time since Castelletto scored a goal for anybody. The angle wasn't the easiest. He did reasonably well, but the goalkeeper did just enough. Freddy. All the way, the Angola captain. Straight to Nagida. Castelletto. Buemo took that really well. Greaser popped up on the right-hand side for the first time in the game. A nice little back heel from the midfielder to find Bueno. Good tackle though comes in from Takenero. Ball still pinging around all over the place. Finally it's cleared. It will go out for a Cameroon throw-in. There off the head of Basta. In the Toulon tournament back in 2017, but he's never scored for the full team for Cameroon. Race on here. Ooh, he does well. Lovely turn. Crowd like that. Very calm. In by Ida. Back ball though. Straight into the path of Kelliano. All that initial burst of enthusiasm for the break that might have been on, rather dissipating rather quickly. Maestro. In the end does rather well to keep the ball. Freddy. Captain gets it back again and evades the challenge of Eterignon. Down there by Nuhu. Decided to go for the long ball down the line. And it's his opposite number, Gaspar, who will get there first. Carlo. Gaspar's centre-back partner. Known as Oviedo, having arrived from Nottingham Forest. Only on loan though. Carmo again. Put him under pressure. Forces the mistake and the change of possession. Though struggling to really impose themselves on an Angolan side, and Maestro is very upset that he's been penalised for what he saw as no challenge at all. It's 40 minutes though in the first half, and so far the crowd at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium haven't been entertained thoroughly, but there's plenty of suspense, but it is still 0-0. Indeed it is, in prayer. Cape Verde obviously also showing us nervous the first half as the indomitable Lions start. And Greaser just didn't manage to get there ahead of Gaspar. Bueno good tackling back to get the ball back from Basta. A little tough cookies on this near side. Beautifully brought down by Nikita. I think that was deliberate. Nice ball into the middle as well, but another good challenge from Gaspar. He's having a very good first half in the centre of that Angolan defence. Hugo Marquez then, who's on one of the home base players in this Angola side, plays for Petro. Kelliano to get the ball back, and now Angola are able to develop themselves. Mabalulu easily taken by Anana. There were players in the middle there for Angola, but he deliberately went for goal, I'm not sure, but it was an easy save. Well, known for his defence, but his defenders to push out and press. Not the most convincing high press ever, but it is pushing Angola backwards. Forward by Clinton Mata, intercepted. That will please the coach. Early ball into the middle over the top of Eternion. Left on this far side, near side by Tei Canero before Buemo can get there to keep the ball in. Not been much inspiration for Brian Buemo so far. He spent an awful lot of his time actually tracking back and defending. And he made his name at Brentford. Got a number of players and a coach in. Get back in once more. That's the first time that we've really seen Angola be slacking, trying to deliver the ball out of defence. Good turn by Nuhu. Picked up by Nkudu. A little look up to see what's going on in the middle, but again it's the ever-reliable Gaspar who gets his head to it. Maestro. And now they're trying to counter-attack. In it comes the Banza. Really well stopped. Not away though. Mabalulu is, in fact, excuse me, that is not Mabalulu. It is a free kick though. Peter Luvumbo was the man who went down. His third game back since being injured for 4 games with his club Cagliari. Cagliari down in 11th place in the Serie A table. Well, this is throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Last 30 seconds of the first half. Angola with a free kick. One thing going in at 0-0 for Cameroon, but they will start to hear alarm bells if Maestro could do something with this. He's got the right name for it, hasn't he? With a name like that, though, you have to deliver. Maestro will take it. Oh, it's on the bar. Well, his last goal was in the Casefa Cup. Last year. He hasn't scored many times, the 22-year-old for the Angolan national side, but that would have been a big one. I think he was deflected off the wall onto Anana's bar. He was grateful to see it bounce over. And we are 30 seconds into 2 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half in Yaoundé, and it's Angola who are having all the pressure in it. Oh, what's going on over there? That all looked a bit silly. Somebody looked like it actually was being punched out by Rocky. It's Eternion. There's no VAR, so we can't have another look at it, but the referee either saw it or didn't, or his assistant did. Unmoved. There's Mark Brees on the touchline. Getting a talking to by the referee. Eventually we'll get round to this corner. Corner comes in, deep inside time added on. It's another near post low drive that comes to nothing. Mabalulu trying to get in at the near post, but always going to be tough to create for something like that. So then, looks like it will be goalless at half-time. We're past the 2 minutes added on. Andre Anana launches it high. The referee lifts the whistle to his lips and blows the half-time whistle. It's been a cagey, nervous half-time. The best chance for Nuhu, a header that he went straight with to Marquez, but apart from that, there's not been an awful lot of goal-mouth action at a half-time in Yaoundé in this crucial group. It is Cameroon 0, Angola 0. Stadium in Yaoundé in Cameroon, where the hosts have struggled and laboured somewhat through the first half as they look to qualify for a ninth World Cup final. Nothing in close to the scoring actually. They the wall and hit the bar right on half-time. A little bit more quality needed, which is not going to be easy on this bumpy pitch. Good news for Cameroon in that first half with regards to what's going on elsewhere is that Cape Verde are struggling as much as Cameroon are. Cape Verde, so victory today guarantee a little bit of history qualifying them for the FIFA World Cup for the first time ever. The island off the Atlantic coastline, the archipelago island, but will punch their ticket to the final. The win over Eswatini today. Beat Cameroon, while the Northern Lions are the only team to have beaten Cape Verde 4-1 in June last year. 45 minutes now to decide which of them goes automatically to the World Cup. It'll be Cameroon who kick off this second half. Here we go then. Cameroon dumping it forward. Well, I think we needed a bit more quality. I'm not quite sure that's what I meant. Oh, that's a handball inside the box, though, but it might have worked. Goodness me. Route 1 stuff from Cameroon. And Young, who spent most of that first half defending. There is the Group D table is live at the moment, but of course that is 0-0 in all of the games. It hasn't really changed very much, other than everybody has a point added on. But it's a 2-point deficit that Cameroon are trying to make up, and they push there by Zita Luvumbo. Cameroon can breathe a sigh of relief. Andre Onana not too happy. The Angola front man. Feelings on the matter very clear. Bueno really catch hold of it the way he wants to, and all of a sudden Angola are breaking forward, but Castelletto gets there first and intercepts. A long way for Angola to come to Cameroon, but nowhere near as long as it was for Eswatini to get to their match today, which is taking place in Cape Town. Nice little burst forward there from Nkudu. We're trying to get on the end of it on the far side, but it's been picked up instead by Banza, who a little bit like Eto Young, the front man, doing an awful lot of defensive work in this game. Freddie Beaton, Cameroon on the attack, looking for the ball into the middle. They want a penalty. Referee's not going to give it to them. And Kudu, now Njida. Neither of them can get the ball into the box. There's a great charging run forward by Baleba. It was outside the box in any case. Yeah, suspected handball by Carmo. Here we go again. Little ball in. Far side, terrific save from Marquez. And finally Cameroon come alive in an attacking sense. Eto Young with the late run into the box. Finally, a bit of quality. It's a great ball in. And arriving at the back post was Mbuemo. The follow-up by Eto Young, and neither of them could take advantage. That seems to have woken the crowd up. Nuhu, centre-back side, he's going to turn into an impromptu winger. Nuhu again, nice ball in, and a chance for score. Another save by Marquez, and another, this time the follow-up by Kudu. And the second half is already light years away from what the first half was. Cameroon suddenly sharpening their claws. The indomitable Lions looking to go in front. But at the moment, Angola just about hanging on. Great start to the second half though. And look at this ball forward, and Njida is into the box now. Good defending, it'll be a corner. Well, they've done a little switch at half-time, and it's suddenly woken them up in an attacking sense. Lovely little ball. The chance is beginning to come. Listen to the crowd now. Gasper. Drawing with one of the Cameroonian players. Meanwhile, Gasper is getting some love there from Anguissa. again, Cameroon on the charge. Great ball in, over the top of Guisa, picking around all over the place, and finally it's cleared. And Guida goes down. Referee completely ignores him. Cameroon carry on. Castelletto. This is good. Another ball into the middle. Over the top. And everybody's missed it, including Nkudu, who's got it now. And Guida again. Doesn't really catch hold of that ball in. Didn't see him back in his feet though. Out by Freddie. They still can't clear it. Well, bad news to Cameroon. Cape Verde have scored. And if Cape Verde win today, then it doesn't matter what Cameroon do. They would have to rely on getting into the playoffs here in Africa as one of the 4 best runners-up in the 9 groups of qualifying. Cameroon really needed to score in the first half to put Cape Verde under pressure. So it's good header back at the end from Carmo into the arms of Hugo Marquez. Suddenly, Angola under pressure, now trying to come forward again, though the pitch gets the better of them. And Cameroon have it back. Kudu. Reza. Get it out from underneath his feet, but he's managed to get the free kick. A little apology to his teammates for being so laboured in his attempt to get it forward. Kudu, he's been very influential already in the second half. Got Dina outside him. He'll try the little low ball in, but it's met by Maestro. The man who came closest to scoring in the first half with that free kick that was deflected onto the bar. He has it once again. Relays it across to Castelletto. Monbuemo. Inside him he's got Chachua. Come inside though further to Baleba. A deep little ball over the top. Almost into the path of Avon. After Avon didn't see very much of the Lorient man in the first 45 minutes. But he almost managed to arrive just at the right time in the box there. Being put under pressure. Push Nita the football away, and he's not won that one. Picked up then by Malo Zulu, and it goes wide of the side netting. He's trying to add to his 1 goal in the qualifying campaign. Long-time international, over 10 years, the Angolan side. Negrita drops into the right back position. Negrita again. Lost his ball for them when we met by Gaspar. To the football, and I think there's a ball by both players there. Here's Cameroon free kick. Down at the place where the infringement took place, but the referee's happy to continue on with Guida. Guida with the ball into the box. They get quite productive. Anguissa. On the overlap again is the left back, and another decent ball on Bueno. Anguissa from distance. He hit it well enough, but couldn't keep it down. Last goal came in, result came for Napoli, who are leading Serie A again this season. Quite managed to catch hold of that. Stays 0-0 in Yaoundé. We understand a 2-0 in front now. So they are beginning to impose themselves on this group, and a first ever World Cup qualification looks likely now. So the little bunch of islands off the Atlantic coastline.
There, and he actually did a lovely little piece of skill there to keep the ball himself. Ball by Canero, there's quite a front there. Ball forward. Go into Cameroon though. No things written on there by the Cameroon coach. Probably no doubt aware of what is going on in Pereira. They are in control of their own destiny against Eswatini. Quite a journey to get to that game. He arrived yesterday after they were stranded overnight in Dubai. Past Kelliano. Kudu. Got it into the middle. And now the chance goes wide. Avon taking it off the feet of Etta and Young to shoot for goal. Man who scored in a 3-0 win over Eswatini at the beginning of September. Didn't quite have the radar switched on. Anguissa. Cameroon beginning to get up ahead of steam again. He's called down though by Freddie. He'll go for a throw-in. Canceletto. After Baleba. Dudu pushing forward to the centre of defence. Baleba once more out to Anguissa. Anguissa will look for the midfielder again, but it's intercepted by Gaspar. Nagida. Trying to get to the byline, and it will go out for a goal kick. Good defending. No, what has he gone for? A corner? Still good defending. Maybe substitute Kelliano. Up to the hour almost now. Still 0-0 here. Avon. Decent ball into the middle. Air shot in the middle, and all of a sudden Angola are on the charge. Zita the Bumbo still going. Oh, that's a little wide for Maestro. No wonder he puts his hands on his head. Maestro though tries to send in a better ball, and it's not much better to be honest with you. In fact, it's not better at all. It's gone out for a throw-in on the near side to Cameroon. The clock here in Yaoundé. The Amadou Ahidjo Stadium is yet to see its first goal this evening. Jean-Charles Castelletto launches it long into the path of Kudu. Again, there's nobody in the middle. Easy clearance. Angola still making a meal of it. That's better. Maestro. Again, though it's not easy controlling the ball as it arrives on this bumpy pitch. It's going to be a free kick to Angola. Jean-Charles Castelletto giving away the set piece. They plays in Qatar for Al Duhal. Many years in France, first with Brest and then with Nantes. Started off his career at Auxerre 15 years or so ago. Incidentally, 48th minute by Rocha Livramento, and then only 6 minutes later, 2-0 from Willy Semedo. That is why history beckons for Cape Verde. Freddy and Zito Luvumbo are standing over the ball, although Luvumbo seems to be losing interest in it, and I think it'll be the captain who will pull rank. Look forward to this free kick. Milton is warming up on the touchline. To enter the fray. Freddy takes it short. Zito Luvumbo returns it to the captain. Now, can he get the ball into the middle that he needs? It's good defending in the middle by Cameroon to keep it away. Buemo comes and takes the ball, and he'll just bang it upfield. Here comes that substitution then. It's going to be Mabalulu who comes off, and that will change the calculation for Mark Breach. Milton, 26 years old now. Been in the Angolan side for the last 4 years. Coming on to make sure that he appears in all 10 of these World Cup qualifiers. Who plays for Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. He scored a goal within the FIFA Cup. Scoring a World Cup qualifier, which this is his first campaign. Onana play underway again, and that wasn't the best ball out from the goalkeeper. There wasn't an awful lot that Nagida could do with that. Good ball for Trabzonspor as Andre Onana recently picked up a clean sheet in his last 2 outings. That's offside. No substitutions yet, at least not once by tactical choice from Mark Breach. They did have to take off in the first half Benny, who looked like he got a bit of concussion and was replaced by Keliano. Buemo. Cameroon trying to create again, but Angola being very good at defending. Freddy, calmly done, into the man we just mentioned, the substitute Keliano. Another good ball out, Maestro. Good tackle though by Nagida. Strong, and the left back is charging forward into the box. Nagida all the way across, and then Anguissa just wasn't near enough to it. Well, that's the kind of determined running that
Cameroon need. But they needed a bit of support in the middle as well. And it was not forthcoming. Lita Luvumbo. And he's tucked in short, got a bit of a browbeating talk from the referee. Ita Young. Again, the goalkeeper in the right place. Chances are beginning to stack up now for Cameroon, but they've still been unable to beat the man in the Angolan goal. Under 25 minutes to go. Their attention really needs to turn to finishing amongst the top 4 best runners-up in the group. And Buemo comes through. Oh, that's been missed by Marquez, but it did get it away from the Cameroon striker. Ready away. Maestro again, and all of a sudden it's 3 against 3. Plenty of reinforcements coming back now though for Cameroon. Maestro tries to shape himself. Terrific shot, and Asana is needed for the first time in the game to make a sharp save. Victory is not assured at all here for Cameroon. The one thing they really can't afford to do is lose. Buemo can't get there. And they're looking for a penalty, which is not going to come. Cameroon might not win the group here, but they can't afford not to win this game even so, with the battle raging to get into the playoffs. Run forward by Buemo. Now then, what happens here? I think he actually got the ball. Did Canera? Let's have a look. He does. He has a foot up though. The Cameroonian player going down a bit late, and he gets booked for diving. Of which he doesn't seem to be complaining. Halfway through the second half, Cameroon 0, Angola 0. The group victory is disappearing out to the archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean, where Cape Verde are doing everything they have to do to win this group and book their first ever trip to a World Cup final. Still 2-0. The only game actually of the 4 that are being played at the moment where there are any goals. Cameroon trying to put that right. In Yaoundé. Abon. He's going to come across to Anguissa. And again! Another good save. Starting to cover himself in glory now is Marquez. That's gone out on the far side. Well, his first half where he had little or nothing to do, but a second half where he's having a night of night is the Angolan goalkeeper. You get the feeling that the urgency will only increase from here on in as we approach 70 minutes. Still 0-0. Castelletto to Buemo. Two combine once more. Anguissa. Not bad. Buemo hasn't quite read the layoff. Castelletto will keep this in. And he's being encouraged by Baleba to take it back to the goalkeeper Anana. Just a little too many Angolan players coming out to cut out the opportunities and the options forward. 70 minutes on the clock. Cameroon 0, Angola 0. Nathan Young loses out in the aerial challenge. Cameroon though still have it. Little turn by Avon. That's going to be a free kick given away though.
by Banza, who is encouraged to walk away from the afters. Nuhu. Magida, who's been highly influential in this second half, down the left-hand side. He hasn't had to do an awful lot of defending, mainly just piling forward, trying to create chances for those in the middle. It has not worked yet. Anguissa, Baleba forward. That will be a free kick. It is adjudged to be a foul this time. And it's the substitute, Nilsson, who goes into the referee's book. Complaining about it now. Well, the way things are going, this is an important set piece. Marquez lining up, I'm not sure what it all is, but he's certainly organising his defenders. It's like Brian Mbuemo will take it, lofts it into the box, but there's nobody in a green shirt in the area where he comes back down again. And in any case, free kick to Angola. It is not going according to plan tonight. At least not if you're a Cameroonian fan. Sure what that free kick was given for. Nagida, Anguissa. Nagida takes it up once more and tries to thread the needle. It's Clinton Mata, and it's picked up by Udu. Great clearance just to get it away from the Angolan penalty area. Castelletto. Baleba will start again, but it's got Maestro hunting it down. Well, that was a pull back. Nuhu showing strength to stay upright. Oh, that's nicely done by Nkudu. And the centre-back is still forward. And will earn a throw-in. Well, I told you that Angola were not really creating an awful lot. There's now got centre-back racing down the left wing. Nagida is going to try and launch this into the box. Doesn't quite get it over the second Angolan defender though. Anguissa has managed to get it back. Baleba to Castelletto, who'll be forced to go back to Anana. Long ball. Nagida. Well, it was a hopeful ball forward really. It would have been a sensational first touch if he'd managed to bring that down out of the air. Nervous, but they surely must be. Cape Verde, the only team in the group actually winning at the moment in it. Still 0-0 here between Cameroon and Angola, and Libya and Mauritius. Nicely back inside there from Etognon. Castelletto. You don't see him as much of a threat because he's been given space on the ball all the way through the night. Here is the former Nantes player feeding it out to Mbuemo. See him as a bit more of a threat. Mbuemo digs it out. Etognon can't get the ball down and is met by Gaspar. Out by Carmo. There is no pushing out of defence at all by Angola. And with 15 minutes to go, Cameroon are struggling. Here comes Zita Luvumbo now, trying to make it even worse. They're backing off him. Zita Luvumbo goes for a shot and it strikes the back of Chachua. Well, he was allowed to shoot earlier and forced the save from Onana. This time there were at least some defenders between him and goal. Well, they have not been charging out much, Angola, but when they have generally created some danger. Not enough to score though. Corner is somewhat skewed out of the penalty area. They get a draw and it's going to hurt their chances of being one of the 4 teams that go forward to the playoffs as the 4 best runners up in these 9 groups. And it goes to only 15 points. And we still have Niger and Burkina Faso and Gabon above them. Below who are chomping at the bit to grab a place. Nice little turn. Zita Luvumbo is becoming more and more influential as this second half goes on. He launches it out to Milson. Substitute, he's not going to get on the end of that though. There is another substitute coming for the Papillary. Not yet though. Castelletto, it's a good ball out to Avon. Another good turn. Kulu inside. Good defending in there, they're just not letting them turn towards goal. Milson, for Labour and Buemo trying to get the ball out of him. It's the former who got the tackle in. However, the Angolan player who found the ball presented to him once more. Maestro. Milson out wide, Zito Luvumbo, who seems on a one-man crusade now to get something out of this game for the Angolans, and he's trying to come forward again, being met by Nuhu. Nuhu does a good job picking his pocket. Starting to run out of time. A great ball to Buemo from Chachua. Chachua's got it though. Now he can look up. Can he pick a better ball into the box looking for Nkuku? Out by Clinton Mata. Kellyano, lovely play from the first half substitute. Zita Luvumbo again races away from the first tackler. A lot of green shirts around him though. Picks it up, the Leon man looks a little tired. The pitch has been sapping the energies out of them now with only 10 minutes to go. It's been a highly energetic second 45-minute period. Angola have had to do a lot of running in defence. Will they be able to hold out? Banza inside. Angola doing well. Oh, there's a chance. Look, oh, he's hit the bar again! And Cameroon escaped for a second time in the game, grateful to the woodwork. Angola are trying to sabotage Cameroon's World Cup ambition. Angola again a spectator. But it remains 0-0 with 10 minutes to go. Peter Luvumbu did a lot of defending in the first half, but he has been the main threat for Angola in the second. Meanwhile, it's like it's Milson who's going to have to be stretchered off. A substitute in the first half. Doesn't look like he's going to last the whole game. That Cameroon were hoping for in this game. Rather sombre expressions on those not playing. Keliano having to get stretchered off. They were going to make a substitution, Angola, but it might change what they have to do with that unexpected injury coming up. Meanwhile, Cameroon are going to make a couple of substitutions. Christian Bantagov, the 29-year-old forward, is going to come on. And he will be accompanied by Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. 36 years old now. The end of a long career. He's now in the New York Red Bulls in LMS. And he's played for some of the biggest teams on the planet, including Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. Of course, he started off at Hamburg, made his name at Mainz and then Schalke. He even played in the Premier League at Stoke a while back. And he is a man who has a habit of scoring in big games. Vincent Abubakar also coming on. 4 goals in this World Cup campaign for the legendary striker. This though was the strike against the bar from Zito Luvumbu. And it's got plenty of plaudits from Patrice Baumel, his coach, his new coach, as they look to build for the future, starting with that Africa Cup of Nations finals in December. Qualifying campaign that went a lot better than this one. Long throw, back post, not met by Castelletto. Needs the save by Anana. Now beginning to get a little bit vocal now. We head for the last 6 minutes. Angrisa. Boubacar gets his first touch. Bueno goes down after the ball in by fellow English base teammate Chachua. Not claiming a penalty though. Manchester United man. Golden is down. Well, this was a very tantalising ball in from the right back. It looked like the foul was the opposite way around. Guemo trying to instigate contact with the Angolan defender. The way the referee's seen it at least, giving a free kick. Angries, a tireless worker in midfield. Bueno, now that is a foul, and it will be a yellow card. Blatant obstruction. A little bit of arses as well with Bantagov trying to get the ball back immediately, and Angola, not sure some of the Angolas appreciated that what he was doing to start with. So Canero is going to get the yellow. 5 minutes to go. Mark side are running out of time to find the victory they so desperately need. Not quite sure why Dr. Gold started the need to hold on to his chin. It was obstruction into his chest. Still a foul. Rather embellished it. Then with a set piece that needs to be on the money. Not a bad ball in, but two big centre-backs in the Angolan defence rise together to head it away. And Buemo back in once more, another good ball. They want a penalty, referee is going to give a corner. Who races out to the Beninois. However, they've already taken it. Buemo straight into the arm of Marquez. Looking somber, others with gallows humour, enjoying the pain of it all. Cuckoo loses the ball to Clinton Mata. Zito Lavumbo. Again, he's going to try to take on the defender and create a chance to shoot. No, he pulls it back across. Desperate stuff. Nice goal, that was silly. Right in front of the referee. Blatant pullback on Vastagon. And he is the latest to go into the referee's notebook. 2.5 minutes to go. Doesn't get much more overt than that with the referee right there. Onana pushing everybody forward. He'll take the free kick himself. We head towards 88 minutes on the clock. It's been a frustrating evening for Cameroon. Cuckoo still trying to create. The Boubacar trying to create something. Pained expressions now on the Cameroon faces. Long, hopeful ball forward. Another free kick. This time in a really dangerous area. Eliano has come back onto the pitch and thought he got the ball. The referee didn't agree. So here comes Arai, Pepe Arai, and he will be accompanied by Mario Valverde, another Angolan who plays his club football in Turkey. Pepe Arai, he plays in Libya, for Al-Aqsa. Last two games, one for his club, one for his country. A 2-2 draw with Eswatini last time out. And then on comes Pepe Arai. First job will be to defend. Manuel Keliano is withdrawn, so too is Fanta. And the names you see on the screen are not the names they play under. A bit like the Brazilians, they have their actual name that they're born with, and then they have their football name that they play with. sure Marquez deserves to be beaten. He's had a terrific game in the Angolan goal. But it wasn't always fair. He's going to have to survive for another 6 minutes, which have just been added on by the referee. In he comes in from Cameroon, back post, deflected over, and corner or goal kick. It'll be a corner. Coming off of Canero's head. Cape Verde celebrating as Cameroon look for a goal here, and they're still going to have to look because the referee is blown. Cape Verde heading for the World Cup, and some of the fans here in Yaoundé heading for the exit. A draw will make them tremendously vulnerable. They might even miss out on the 4 best second place finishes, and that would be a big shock in World Cup qualifying if that would be the case. We will not know until other groups finish. Everything up in the air until that happens. Madagascar have already been knocked out after they were inside the top 4, replaced by Burkina Faso, who in the end had overcame their own nervous game last night against Ethiopia. All that's been given away. Handing Cameroon here a chance to come forward, and they're streaming forward. In by Basagog. Now Mbuemo. Mbuemo in looking for Abubakar. And it's saved again by Marquez. Still not away. And Greisa launching everything they've got at the Angolan goal. And now it's offside. Well, no wonder Hugo Marquez goes down to the floor on his knees. This is a magnificent save. Great work by Basagog, and Mbuemo scoops that ball in. Boubacar at the second attempt, and it's a brilliant reaction save from Hugo Marquez. Surely the man of the match in the game. All of his great work, though, has been in the second half, when Cameroon have suddenly woken up in attack. What a great game he's had. He had barely anything to do in the first half, but he is the reason, really, why Angola look likely to get a draw out of this. Something that they have developed rather a habit of doing in this World Cup qualifying campaign. If they do draw, it will be their 6th draw in their 10 games. No chance of catching Libya in third, who are 4 points above them. At kick-off, Libya's game against Mauritius looks like it's finished 0-0. Well, no amount of praying from that man there has helped to get Cameroon out of trouble. Now they really are looking for divine intervention. Maybe it'll come here. Here comes Mbuemo. Little deflected ball into the box, and it's well collected on the bounce by Marquez. Done by Maestro. Now Angola trying to rub salt into the wound. That's a good ball forward. Good tracking back though by Nagida, who has been excellent. Most of his work has been coming forward, but he's not managed to stop that. It's going to be a corner, but it could have been worse. Final minute. And maybe the final minute of Cameroon's World Cup campaign for 2026. A draw will expose them to a number of other sides and their ambition. Freddie. Greta has come back to help out, and Freddie can't get there, so it'll be a goal kick. Nervous look at the clock by Bulmel, the new coach of Angola, who's about to make a unbeaten start to his latest tenure. Away by Valverde. Out wide by Papalarai, and they are looking for the late win, and they're not going to get it that way. Coach whistling, not the referee. We are still going. Onana, last gasp. Will it make it as far up the pitch as the penalty area before the referee blows? He still doesn't look like he's going to end this game. 6.5 minutes of time played on at the end of the match. There's almost nobody in midfield anymore. Valverde. Not much of an idea there. And the referee blows. And a devastating blow here to Cameroon's World Cup ambitions. A game they had to win. To start with, to try to put pressure on Cape Verde. But Cape Verde have comfortably won their game to put their first ever World Cup appearance. Cameroon now relying on being in the 4 best runner-up positions. But a draw here does not help that ambition, as it finishes Cameroon 0, Angola 0. Well, it took Cameroon 45 minutes to wake up coming forward. And by the time they did, they suddenly found Angola's goalkeeper, Hugo Marquez, in sensational form. He'd warmed up nicely through the first half where he hadn't had an awful lot to do. But in the second half, a sensational series of saves kept Angola in it and ultimately earned them a point. Well, from me, Angus Thoreau, thanks very much for joining us on a night where Cameroon, who have qualified for 8 previous World Cups, their future at a 9th now hangs very much in the balance. Plenty of Africa's own World Cup qualifying to come, but for me, for now, on this game in Yaoundé, it's goodbye. their history. Congratulations to them. Cameroon only 19 points, and you have to take off the 2 games against Eswatini as well in that. We will have to wait to see what happens, see whether or not they can be in the top 4 best runner-up position. Libya finished 3rd, Angola after that creditable draw finishing in 4th. So then plenty of discussion here in Yaoundé. But for me and everybody else, thanks very much for joining us this evening, and we'll see you again soon. For now though, it's goodbye.